This is a crazy story. Napoleon was having trouble with the Algerians, and they were going to revolt, and there was conflict and war brewing. And look, there's a lot of versions of the story. I'm going to tell the most fun version of it from the magician's perspective, and certainly when Houdin later would, either through himself or through his people, make sure the story was told, it was amplified in a way that a magician would, to make it be even more important than it ever was. But let's do it the fun way, okay? And the historians could find tons of little, maybe it's not that much, but we're going to do it the fun way. Okay, so the Algerians are uprising, and Napoleon realized that a lot of what was going on here was that the sort of the shamans, I guess, of the tribe were kind of hooping these guys up on goofballs, so they weren't really afraid of dying in battle. And there's some different kinds of witchcraft, drug-induced, going on here that was making it very difficult to deal with these guys. Even though we've got cannons and muskets, they don't seem to care about dying too much, and this is going to be a big hassle. And they're getting and so the thought was, well, what if there was a wizard war? What if Napoleon could prove that French magic was superior to Algerian magic, and maybe that would keep them in line?
What kind of leader thinks this way, by the way?
Yeah, well, it was a more superstitious time, and this is a very superstitious population.
Yep.
Right.
So Robert Houdin goes down there and challenges to take away the strength of the strongest Algerian warrior, and he uses this object, this little box, that now we call the light heavy box. And this little box is set on a table, and a little French girl is invited to go over and just lift the box. And she can lift it because it's just a little box. And now the strongest Algerian warrior is presented, and he does a ritual and saps the warrior's strength. And he can't lift the box. He can't lift the box. Little girl lifts the box. He can't lift the box. And of course, he can give the strength back to the Algerian warrior. This was performed in a way that was very convincing, and it worked. And there was a treaty formed, ultimately, between the Algerians and the French.